Let's bring in Tony Siragusa, NFL on Fox analyst, who joins us on the show. Let's get the sponsor out of the way first, Goose.
You sure? That's all I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about anything else. I heard that's what everybody's doing nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason I'd have you on is so you could promote a product. I don't want to tap into your analysis here. So let's get...
You're getting all my secrets so you could use it on your television show.
Yes, absolutely. So why don't you just get your plug in, and then I'll just move on.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
All right, go ahead.
Dad, come on.
Go.
No, talk to me. What do you want me? You want to talk about? You want me to talk about the pen right off the bat?
Yes. Yeah, knock it out. I want to make sure you get the plug in.
Okay. All right. Let me get. Dan, you know I'll always fit it in.
Well, I know.
I do. But,
I know.
Listen, I'm just bringing awareness right now to the Penn Shields and Guards, and I've done the commercial with them, and they sort of when they first approached me, they told me that there was a void in the area of taking care of men's leakage, and prostate cancer is a big problem, and enlarged prostate, and there was nothing for these guys to actually go and use. They were using feminine products, so when they came and pitched me the deal, they said that they would also go and give $50,000 to the Jimmy V Foundation, which
good.
Is a great foundation that goes and helps out all kinds of cancer research, and I'm happy. You can go to depend.com if you want to find more information about this. And I'll tell you what, it's really grown because a lot of people have reached me on Twitter and Facebook and said, hey, listen, man, I really appreciate it that I had this problem and I had to stay home, and I couldn't really go out, and you've given me my life back. So it's really good to give back and help guys out that have had to go through prostate cancer and enlarged prostate. So it's giving back a little bit. Thank you for giving me that time.
Yeah, guardyourmanhood.com for more info. All right, Goose.
That's right.
That's it. Appreciate you coming on.
That's it. Come on, man. You got no questions for me?
No, I always have questions for you.
Right,
I'm curious what, and you're down on the field when you're analyzing the game with the guys on Fox,
right.
But I guess guys coming back from injury, Adrian Peterson, and what he's done to everybody else with our expectations, the athletes' expectations, teammates, media, everybody.
He's ruined it for everyone. He's completely ruined it. I mean, the guy Adrian Peterson is a freak of nature. I mean, him coming back off an ACL in under a year. I mean, the problem is now all these other teams, sort of like RG3, people just think he can just come back and it's not a big deal. I mean, I am amazed not just that Adrian Peterson came back, but how he plants on that and how he doesn't have any problem or hasn't lost any confidence in that leg. I mean, I've had both my knees blown out in college, and it's something that you have to get a lot of time on that thing to really go and get confidence to get back on it. And a lot of people, are referring, to RG3 and saying, hey, listen, he's got Adrian Peterson did it. But Adrian Peterson is a complete freak of nature. Guys don't just come back off that injury in under a year.
But would you bait RG3 to run if you were a defense?
Absolutely. I don't think he's as good a passer when he's running the ball and when he's scrambling. I think when he sits down, he's got a great arm and he's more accurate. I think when he's running, he floats the ball a little bit.
You're also seeing that these defensive backs, getting fined, getting suspended, leading with the crown of their helmet. We have the opportunity to see it in slow motion, but in real time, it's impossible to officiate the game if you're going to try to be micromanaging these hits with these guys. I mean, after the fact, we can look at it, but you're there real time on the field. How difficult is it for you?
It's amazing. I said it last week. I had Atlanta against St. Louis, and the official. I was standing right next to the official when there was a play right in the end zone, whether he got his feet in or not. Because you have to look at the ball and make sure he secures it, and when he goes down to the ground, make sure he still has control, and his both feet got in. I mean, there's so many things to look at, and I'm like, man, I couldn't really see it. I got to go back to the TV, and the official called it touchdown, no problem. He had it, and once you see it in slow motion, it's so much easier. And I got to give him a little bit of praise and say, man, how these officials go and are trained their eye to go and see these different things is amazing. I mean, and talking about penalties also, Dan, I don't want to go back too far, but the Sue Dominican Sue on the getting fined $100,000 for the cut block. I just think that. My opinion on that is the NFL puts in so many rules to go and protect players. That's all they talk about. There should be no reason why the NFL doesn't come out with a rule where there should be no blocking below the waist at all. It doesn't matter if it's between the tackles, outside. You shouldn't be able to block below the waist. I think everybody out there is a great athlete. It's competitive. You should be able to block up high, and I think that would cut out of a lot of injuries and also take away, any on the fence or gray areas for guys going low on other players.
He's Tony Siragusa, NFL on Fox On Field analyst, joining us. Dan Patrick Show. Is Sue a dirty player or just maybe anger issues?
I think I don't know if it's anger issues. I think it is anger issues. I've had him when his one game in Tennessee when he kicked the other guy in the head. I mean, I thought that was totally uncalled for. I just think that because of his past, this last fine if he didn't have the past that he had, would have been brought out? I don't think so. I don't think it was that bad of a cut. I think that there was no reason for it. But I think if his past wasn't there with all the things that he's done, I think that he definitely would have maybe not have gotten fined or maybe not even gotten anything from that last one. But he just has a way of when everybody's looking at him and it's right in the center of attention, he goes and pulls stunts like that. You can't do that. I mean, players back when I played back in the early '90s, there was a rule like you don't take another player out and you don't try to hurt a guy or maim a guy. And I just think that those circles are gone now, man. Guys just go out there and I see players trying to hurt other players. It's just there's no code of ethics anymore.
And we're looking at offenses and how things have changed here because every rule is in favor of the offense. And now we look at a guy like Johnny Manziel coming into the league, where 10 years ago they probably wouldn't have given him a chance. But now, what kind of success rate do you expect with Johnny Manziel, at least from your observation deck?
Right. You know what? Watching Manziel, the one thing I see is, the more he scrambles, I don't know how he gets his body position in the right and in the right set, but he throws on the run better than anybody I've ever seen. Better than Michael Vick, I think. Better than anybody. Bringing him into the league, I mean, he's not a big guy, obviously, and him scrambling around and he makes some cuts. I mean, what is a kid, 19, 20 years old now?
He turns,
when you're 25, are you going to be able to do that kind of stuff? I don't know if he can go and last in the NFL. Just like RG3, I think that they got to go reel him back a little bit also. If you got to go and scramble out to go and make a first down, that's one thing. Always have that edge where defense has got to go and defend you. But I think you got to stay in the pocket. That's the safe zone. That's what we're, offensive linemen are protecting right behind them. Everyone knows where the pocket is, and that's where you're the safest. When you start getting out and scrambling out and try to run for first downs, there's a lot faster guys than you on the other side of the ball. So I think that injuries are going to happen, and we've seen it time and time again. Good
to visit with you, as always. And
thank you, Daniel.
And we'll talk to you down the road.
I think we're going to be building you a new man cave also, I heard.
For the Super Bowl?
Well, I don't know.
Here?
I can't give you everything, but whoa. I'm just giving you a little nibble. I can't tell you everything, but I heard that you're back on the.
Wait. Hold on here. Now, people should understand that Tony helped build this man cave. You and Jason, came in and did an unbelievable job with the man cave, and
thank you.
For DIY Network. Man caves.
Right.
So are you redoing this man cave that I have right now?
No, we're not redoing one. I think we're going to redo maybe the mobile one that you have, I heard, or something. We're going to be doing a little surprise there for you. Well, maybe I let it out of the bag.
Yeah, you did. Wait,
okay.
Are we going to get the hot tub?
You might show up tomorrow and it'll be a different studio. I don't know. I can't tell you anything.
Are we getting the hot tub?
The hot tub is on the list, but we got to go and it's all about health and stuff like that. We don't want you to catch anything. With the Danettes being in there, you could catch a virus or something because I don't know if you want to be in any hot tub that those guys might have soaked in. All
right. Well, thanks for teasing us a little bit there, guys. We appreciate it.
All right, Dan.
Thank you, buddy.
Man. Have a great week.
All right. GuardYourManhood.com for more information on what Tony was talking about.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.